Hi, I'm Dr. Murphy Crum, and we have a guest here today. A lot of you probably know him. He's Dr. John Vineski. And tell us a little bit about where you work, John.
I teach at South Range. I'm a band director at South Range Schools.
So he has a lot of connections. But we were recently talking about the different roles that chiropractic plays in people's life over the years, and John's had a very interesting journey. So I asked him, and he kindly agreed to share that information with us. If you want to, why don't you start from the beginning of your first experience with chiropractic?
Yeah, I was 19 years old and in a lot of pain. Had been in pain for quite a few years and really didn't know why. I thought I was out of shape. And long story short, one of my cousins sent me to a chiropractor in Painesville, Ohio. His name was Dr. Forbes. And he was the first doctor to explain what was the matter with me, not only and pointed out on the x-rays, but explained how he was going to help me. And I'll never forget my first adjustment with him, and my driving home feeling far less pain than I had in several years. Come to find out, I had scoliosis. I didn't know. We checked for scoliosis now in schools. They do screenings, and I wasn't screened for scoliosis, but I had scoliosis, and pretty substantial scoliosis. And he showed me the measurements and made sense out of what I was dealing with. And I've been a chiropractic patient ever since, and a believer in chiropractic care.
Well, you had also mentioned to me about an incident back in the 90s. Something happened to your neck.
Yeah, the neck issue as a result of a minor incident. I used to drive race cars, and I was standing still in the car, and computer systems weren't working, and I looked this way to make sure they were working, and the car launched. And if you see the video, it looks like my head would have popped off. I mean, the video is scary. Mm-hmm. But it caused a lot of neck issues that I still deal with today.
Yeah. Well, as far as our experience together, we've known each other for well over 20 years.
It's at least that.
At least that, yeah. And I know I've treated you for various things, strains, sprains, flare-ups, and that sort of thing over the years. But your life has taken an interesting turn more recently. Tell us a little bit about what's going on right now.
Yeah, over the last couple of years, I experienced a pretty substantial progression of multiple sclerosis. I had relapsing remitting disease for most of my adult life, and I'd be down for a few days here, a few days there, maybe a week or so. But this last progression of the disease left me without speech and without the ability to really be mobile at all. So my disease has grown up. I have secondary progressive multiple sclerosis now, and all the things that come along with that.
Right. And John has been under the care of the Cleveland Clinic, of course, for the treatment of multiple sclerosis. But we've been fortunate enough to be able to participate in his care with adjustments and with manual therapy. But if you tell us a little bit about those symptoms that we've been able to help you with, and how you responded to those.
Yeah, the pain associated with MS, there's no question chiropractic has played a fairly substantial role in helping me to manage that pain, and as a result, my day-to-day functioning in what I do. What I do is fairly physical oriented. I'm fairly I move around a lot.
Right. And you're still teaching?
I am back. I was off for a year while I dealt with my recovery, and I'm back and functioning better than expected.
Good.
And I think chiropractic had a lot to do with that.
Great. Well, we just wanted to let people know that chiropractic can do a lot of things for them, again, throughout the course of their lives. And this was one case where we're very grateful to be able to help Dr. Vineski through some of these challenges. So we appreciate you sharing that information. We know it's not easy to do sometimes, but he volunteered to do that, and we really appreciate it. So thank you very much.